Welcome to Digital Marketing ROI, the podcast that connects marketing to your business's revenue and covers everything you need to know to stay up to date in this crazy digital marketing world.
Welcome to Digital Marketing ROI. Today's Tip Tuesday, and I'm your host, Shannon Allen. Today's tip comes from Megan Stinson, who is a campaign specialist. One of the things that Megan does a great job at is focusing on optimizing video performance. Here's Megan's tip. To understand how your streaming video ads are performing, it's a great idea to track engagement metrics alongside conversions. Look at how long people are watching your ads and if you're receiving more inquiries or more sales. Streaming video ads have completely transformed the advertising landscape in recent years. What makes Megan's advice so valuable is that many businesses are still looking at these ads all wrong. They're focusing solely on direct conversions without understanding the quality of engagement that they're generating. The beauty of streaming platforms is that they allow for much more precise audience targeting compared to traditional TV. You're no longer just buying a time slot and hoping the right people are watching. Instead, you can reach viewers based on their interests, their behaviors, and their viewing habits, as well as oftentimes the keywords they've been searching. But this targeting advantage only pays off if you're measuring the right things. Let me share something that's happened with one of our retail clients recently. They were initially tracking only direct conversions from their streaming campaign and were disappointed with the results. But when we implemented more comprehensive tracking that actually connected their streaming video audience to their website behavior and customer data, we really discovered something that was very powerful. The people who saw their streaming ads were converting at a 35% higher rate on other channels and spending 27% more per purchase. This wasn't showing up in direct attribution because these viewers weren't immediately clicking from the ads, but they were absolutely being influenced by them and taking action later. Without those broader engagement metrics, our client would have missed this valuable insight completely. The typical streaming consumer is fundamentally different from someone watching traditional broadcast TV. Streaming viewers tend to be more intentional about what they're watching. Remember, they've chosen some very specific content or show that they're going to watch rather than just channel surfing like we used to do. They also tend to be more engaged because they're watching on their own schedule rather than just having the TV on in the background. And here's where it gets interesting from an advertising perspective, because most streaming platforms are unskippable. Any platform that we currently use at FDS is all unskippable ad inventory when it comes to OTT or your connected TV. So you're guaranteed impressions from these highly engaged viewers. Your ad isn't competing with a bathroom break or a fast forward button like it might with traditional TV. This creates a unique opportunity to make an impact with your messaging if you're targeting the right audiences. That's why Megan's tip about tracking multiple metrics is so important. Beyond just measuring direct conversions, look at metrics like increase in branded searches after your streaming campaign launches, your website traffic patterns from users in your targeted streaming audience, changes in conversion rates on other marketing channels for users who've been exposed to your streaming ads, and also increase in in-store visits or phone calls that would really correlate with when your streaming campaign began. By building this more comprehensive view of how your targeted streaming audiences engage with your brand across multiple touch points, you can really understand the true impact of your streaming video investment. Remember, it's not just about how many sales you can directly attribute to the campaign. It's about how effectively you're reaching and influencing the right audiences throughout the entire purchase journey. That is it for Tip Tuesday. I'm Shannon Allen, your host. Thanks for listening, and tune into next week's episode of Digital Marketing ROI.
You've been listening to Digital Marketing ROI from Federated Digital Solutions. Do you have an idea for a future episode or a burning digital marketing question? Text ROI to 45364 to get a link where you can share your idea. Subscribe to get new episodes every other Thursday, plus Tip Tuesday insights every week.
Podcasts by Federated Media.